So I'm going to show you exactly on how I set my stream up. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I don't have all those fancy gadgets. I mean, my computer looks fancy, but I don't have all those fancy buttons on my Stream Deck in order to do this. So the first thing first is I'll use this little remote here. This little remote will control this light right here. It's pretty cool. I love it. It's cheap, easy. Then normally the next thing I'll do is this controls the fans in my computer. So if I do that, it'll make the fans slower. If I do that, it'll speed them right up just for, you know, just better cooling. And then the next step is I'll have that backlight on. With that backlight, it does help with, you know, the foreground kind of thing situation. But it also depends on how dark it is because there's a bulb there for that camera. Next, I'll set this up. And this is just to read my chat. This is not a dual PC stream setup. It's only one single one. I just use this to read my chat. And then this one I'll read my other chat below. Next step is to roll on back here, and then you will see this light way up top there. If I'm pointing correctly at it, because obviously I can't. But that's the next camera that I'll turn on, or not camera, oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. Light, I'll turn that one on by heading on over here, flipping this switch, boom, bam, and there it goes, done. Awesome, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next up is I'll open up OBS and make sure there's no updates, make sure there's no updates to any games that I have, especially one that I'm gonna try to play on stream. Next up is to open OBS, let it load. It might take a minute, it's popping up. And there we go, give it a minute to actually boot through everything that it needs to do, make sure everything's updated. And then I'll move OBS down to my mini screen below and make sure everything is updated, make sure all the games are updated, Steam's updated, everything's updated. Next is to remove this lens cap. After I remove that lens cap, I'll hit this button right here. This will turn on for my camera. It is actually linked to a cam link. I'll hit that OK button. I'll make sure all my camera stuff's all set up. Normally it always usually is, it's just instantly there. Sometimes I will turn this light on, which is pretty cool. This thing's wireless and it's just that light bar up there. Most of the time I don't need it, but it depends on how dark it is and if I don't want certain lights on depending on the game that I'm playing. Also a cool feature, if it does get quite hot in here, because sometimes this thing does run pretty hot, I'll use this little thick guy and then boom, bam, I'll run this fan right here. I have remotes for everything, I swear. And then we have my top supporter here, right here. Yep, this beautiful kitty. Love you. And there she is, ready to rock and roll. Everything's updated, game's up, and then I can just instantly pop here, and then yeah. That's literally all I do to start my streams. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. I don't have all those fancy gadgets like where people can just press a button on the Stream Deck and then everything turns on. This works for me.